who do you think is the better fighter? Tank, Shakur Stevenson, or Devin Haney?
Хороший и сложный вопрос. Это все на уровне догадок. Ответ на уровне догадок. Они все разные. Те три боксера разные. Но больше шансов из них троих, это, я думаю, что будет у Стивенсона.
It's a good question. And an interesting question as well. I think that we can only guess. And at the same time, I believe that Shakur Stevenson is the boxer who has more chance among three.
Смотря поединки Хейни, ты видишь, как он пропускает. И он был в тяжелых ситуациях с Линаресом, он был потрясен. У Стивенсона мы пока этого не видели. Это говорит о его хорошей защите.
And the reason I'm saying that is because when you watch the fights of Davis, like you see that he loves punches. He like when you see Devin Haney, same thing. Like in his fight against Linares, he got hurt.
It's all right, 'cause I'm saved by the bell.
He got hurt, while Shakur Stevenson had not found himself in difficult situations like those fighters. I think it speaks about better defense.
Но мы сможем ответить на этот вопрос только тогда, когда мы все сможем отбоксировать друг друга.
But we can only be able to answer this question when we get a chance to fight each other.
Right. Yeah.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy KB with JusDueBoxing, back with another video. And y'all already know the drill. If this is your first time on the channel, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon so y'all can be notified when I drop new content, as I drop content every single day. So let's get right into it, man. What y'all just heard was, Vasyl Lomachenko being interviewed by Akin Barak. And, they asked him a very interesting question, a question that, a lot of people go back and forth about all the time. Who's the better fighter out of, in his opinion, out of Tank Davis, Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he sparred, I know for a fact he sparred with Shakur Stevenson, and I believe Devin Haney has sparred with him also. So, he went on to say something about Tank and his punches. Maybe I'm guessing he was trying to say Tank falls in love with his punches or something like that. And, he went to, highlight how Devin Haney, he got hurt in the Linares fight. And, if memory serves me correctly, he might have got buzzed in the 10th round of Linares fight. But, Vasyl Lomachenko, you was dropped. I believe it was the 6th round against, Jorge Linares. So it's funny to me how you critique, or you almost hold that against Devin Haney for getting buzzed in a fight against a fighter that had more knockouts than he had professional fights. Then on top of that, that same fighter, when y'all fought, he put you on your back pockets. You get what I'm saying? So it was interesting to kind of hear his take on it. And, he alluded to the fact that he feels like Shakur Stevenson is the best out of all of them because of his defense, and, how he never puts himself in a position like Devin Haney had himself in against Linares. But I guess by Lomachenko's logic, it would be safe to say that Shakur's defense is better than his as well. You get what I'm saying? Because he's never been dropped. He's never even come close to being knocked down. And Lomachenko, you've been sat on your back pockets and stung and hurt, on several different occasions throughout your career. So, one could argue that Shakur Stevenson has better defense than you and could potentially be a better fighter than you as well. So I just wanted to get my quick take on it. I respect Lomachenko. I think he's a hell of a fighter, but I think when you're talking about Devin Haney, Tank Davis, and Shakur Stevenson, man, that's the cream of the crop, especially when it comes to the younger guys, under 30. You know, Shakur Stevenson is just turned 25 not too long ago. Devin Haney's 24. Tank is 28. He's the oldest, but he still got plenty of time to, you know, make something happen. But at the end of the day, you know, if any of these guys were to step in the ring with each other, they'll all be 50-50 fights, because I believe each of these guys are that skilled. Salute to each and every last one of these fighters. You know, I just hope we get to see Lomachenko versus Devin Haney next. I feel like that's the next fight that should happen. And I'm interested to see who's going to really step in there with Shakur Stevenson. We know him and Tank Davis has been recently going back and forth, you know, via social media. And, you know, they had a prior relationship, and they've been on record to, you know, stating the mutual respect that they have for one another. So, you know, when I see the guys going back and forth on social media, I understand that it's entertainment and it's part of the boxing game. You get what I'm saying? So when you're competitive, the way Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, and Devin Haney is, you're going to talk. You're going to talk your talk, but as long as you back it up, you could talk all you want. And thus far, you know, each of these kings that, you know, have, you know, remained to have unbeaten records, you know, but they all going to have to step in there with each other if they truly want to find out who's the absolute best fighter. And I agree with Lomachenko saying the only true way for us to find out is for those guys to get in the ring. And that's exactly so. You know, like I said, hopefully he's manning up and he's going to get in the ring with Devin Haney, because that's going to be a hell of a fight. You know, I want to see if, you know, Williams Zepeda is going to finally, you know, accept Shakur Stevenson's offer and get in the ring with him, because we all know Isaac Cruz is not taking a fight, as Shakur Stevenson stated in a previous interview. He and his father just simply don't want the fight, and they don't believe that they can win. That's why he believes they won't take the fight, because they know what it is. But, you know, when I think it comes to Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and Tank Davis, like I said, those are all 50-50 fights. They're pick'em fights. You know, I could make cases for why either of those guys would beat the other guy. That's just how talented I believe they all are. And like I said, they're the cream of the crop. And as long as you have talent like this in boxing, man, boxing is always going to be in a good place. But as long as these guys are also willing to test themselves against other top tier talent. So that's my just do on it, man. Y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all agree with Vasyl Lomachenko when he said, you know, he thinks Shakur Stevenson is the better fighter out of Stevenson, Tank, and Devin Haney? And where do you rank Lomachenko, and who do you have being the best, you know, 1 through 4 out of these list of fighters? And as always, let me know if I gave these fellas they just do, because that's what I do over here at Just Do Boxing. To the next one, I'm out. Peace.